In this video, we're going to go over 3 ways you can get more bookings on your tour site. And if you stay around to the end, I'm actually going to give you a bonus tip. And it's actually something free that you can do to your website that's going to help you future-proof your website. So be sure to watch to the end for that tip. So let's get into this. These are some basic tips, and I think any tour company that's out there should be doing all 3 of these. And right now, we're just going to start with probably the most important thing, is to make sure that you have a separate page for every tour that you offer. Let me show you what I mean. On this page here, you're going to see that they offer fishing tours, but they've actually put all their fishing tours on one single page. So they have early fishing, salmon fishing, halibut fishing, and a combo tour. Now, this is okay to have one page if this is really what you want, but the problem is this isn't going to rank well because you have competing search terms all on the same page. Halibut fishing, salmon fishing, combo tours, different tours are fighting for the same keywords. And it's much better to break this up into a page for your salmon fishing, a page for your halibut fishing, and a page for your salmon and halibut, your combo charter as well. Let me give you an example here. So on this site, they have different tours on every single page. And when you click on one of the pages, you're going to see that there's a full-on schedule, detailed information about one single tour. So this allows this page to have keyword optimizations, headings, videos, itineraries, photos, testimonials, all about this one tour. So this tour is going to rank really high for its specific target audience. If they tried to cram all their tours on one page, that one page wouldn't rank as well. Google loves content. Google wants to see as much content, relevant content, useful content as possible on a web page. So if you can break your tours into 2, 3, or 4 different pages, one for each tour, then you're going to have a better chance of ranking higher in Google. Of course, the content on those pages has to be relevant, has to be useful, has to be informative, has to be authoritative. So make sure that you're not just posting a tour with a couple bullet points. Explain everything that you can with all the information about the tour, when it happens, where it leaves from, how long it is, do you include lunch, answer the FAQs, include testimonials, put in a video, add some photos, and make that a landing page just about that tour. Now, the second tip I have for you is to make sure you make it easy for someone to book a tour. This kind of makes sense, right? This should be a no-brainer. But I still see sites out there that are forcing people to call them to book a tour, email them to book a tour, fill out a form, and then we'll get back to you to book a tour. That's just not going to work in this day and age. People want to click, find the date, book the tour, put the down payment on, and be done. They're looking to do this in one visit. So again, let me show you some examples here. On this page here, there's actually a couple issues with this page. One, there's no way to book a tour that seems obvious. Like there's no book now. I'd expect it actually to be right here. And as you scroll on down, it's still looking to figure out how to book this tour, and it's actually buried in this sentence here. It's this highlighted link here. It's not even a button. So if you click on this, you're going to find that in order to make a reservation, they want you to call them or email them. So you're putting hurdles in front of someone who wants to book now. You're going to miss opportunities. You're going to miss conversions if you end up not allowing people to book online. So let me show you really quick what this looks like. So on this page, if you click this button, it scrolls you down to the different tours that they have on the page that you can book from. So you have your choice of booking from these sled dog options or the ultimate combo option, right? And when I click on this, it actually takes me to a page where I can book right now, right online. This visitor who just went to this website and is looking to book a 30-minute dog sled tour, you're going to get this person right now because you've made it easy for them to book. Now, I realize having a book now button that allows people to book online is an extra expense, but I would argue that the amount of people who would actually book with you and convert into a customer is going to be higher if you allow them to book online than it is if you have them call you. Plus, having them book online just makes it easier for you. They automatically get added to your calendar. The payment automatically goes through the bank. It just increases your capacity. You don't have to sit there and cut and paste and copy and add and send emails for them to send a link or send a check. Like, it all gets done for you. And finally, the third thing that you really need to be sure that you have on your website is some type of social proofing. So what I mean by this is having testimonials, badges, accreditations, stuff like that, something that validates that you have a good tour. Again, let me give you an example. So in this example, I'm actually going to show you a site that's doing this well. Now, there are other issues with this page. I don't think they have enough content and they don't have enough optimized headings to be ranked for, but they do have this great section here, which is their social proofing section. It includes testimonials and it has TripAdvisor badges down below. And it's just letting you know that these guys are authoritative. They're authentic. They know what they're doing, right? You have these great testimonials and these TripAdvisor stuff. This would make me feel confident if I were going to be booking with this company. On the other hand, sites like this, there's a lot wrong with this site, in my opinion. One, it's kind of confusing to figure out what the tours are. Two, it's not that easy to book. There's no like one button dedicated to booking now. But if you scroll down this whole page, you can realize there's no testimonials, there's no accreditations, there's no social proofing. There's nothing here to tell me that these guys are doing well, they get good reviews, that they're authoritative, that they're helpful, right? By social proofing your website, you're making yourself an authority. You're making yourself someone who has credibility, and that credibility is coming from outside sources, not directly from you saying, oh, we're the best. This is actually other people who've taken your tour or other companies that are recommending you with their badges and accreditation to help you show up as more of an authority. Now, as I said in the beginning, I do have one final tip for you, and this one actually I think is also a must for any website, whether you're an Alaska tour company, a plumber, or if you're a brewery. Every website should have this, and it's analytics. You need to know how people are using your website, because if you plan on making any changes to your website, you need to know where to make those changes. With analytics, you'll know things like how often do people visit your site? How long do they stay on your site? How many pages do they visit when they visit your site? What are your top visited pages? What are your least visited pages? What page do they stay on the longest? And all of this is very valuable information so that when you go to make updates and changes to your website, you're going to do that with knowledge. You're going to do that with statistics that are going to give you a guide to what you need to improve upon. If it can't be measured, it can't be managed. So having analytics installed is just a no-brainer. And the best thing about it, it's free. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video. So just remember, the 3 basic, most important things you need to do on your website is 1, have a page for every single tour that's on your site. 2, make sure you make it easy for people to book online right there when they're visiting your site. And 3, make sure you're using social proof to give yourself the authority so that when someone comes to book with you, they know you know what you're doing. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video, folks. Hey, if you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. We love talking about this stuff, so if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and we'll be sure to get back to you. We'll see you next time, folks. Thanks.